Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our virtual chats here as we update you with Mike Hagen, newly minted Executive Director for Development with Liberty Athletics. First off, congratulations, Mike, on the new position, the new role. Thrown right into the fire with the COVID-19 pandemic, and don't want to focus in on that, but what have the last couple of weeks been since you took Bob's spot, and how are things going?
Yeah, thank you, Alan. It's good to be here with you and with all of Flames Nation. It has been a bit of a whirlwind, I think, for everybody, but officially accepted the position on a Thursday, and it was a pretty great weekend. That on Sunday we won the ASUN championship with the men, and our women were headed to the championship. And then, a week later, I think most of our lives changed very quickly. And so it's been an intense month, but a good month. There's a great foundation here with the Flames Club and good staff, and we have great support from Ian McCaw and Jim Nichols. So we are anxious and ready for Flames Nation to get back to normal, and we're here to serve.
For those of us that know you ran track at Liberty, you were doing some compliance, you left to go work the ASUN, now you're back. You're always visible, and in the role that you have, you need to be. How has the world we live in right now changed with the visibility of what you can and cannot do with prospective Flames Club members and those that are members and the day-to-day operation you do right now?
Yeah, for sure a challenge not seeing people in person. A lot of phone calls. We've been catching up a lot of people, and to be transparent, it's not a time that really, asking people to give or to support. Just there's a lot of uncertainty, and people need to worry about their own families, and those things are for sure a priority of what our first responders and people on the front lines are doing. So, but we are here and ready. Our staff is all working remotely from home. As you see, I'm actually in the press box right now. I come in for a couple hours every couple of days to just catch up on things and pick up mail and do those routine tasks. But our staff is great, and they have been working. We check in at a 9 o'clock call every morning and talk about what we're trying to accomplish during the course of the day. And we have wonderful technology like we're using right now that we can do so and have our meetings. And we're prepared to get season tickets rolling, and Flames Nation has been great and responsive to those things. A lot of people are still willing and ready. I think they're home and they're ready to get out, and they're anxious for a tailgate and a football season and a loud Williams Stadium. So we do have a lot of folks that are already renewing their season tickets and getting those things going.
As you look around the day-to-day operations of the Flames Club and the ticket office and season tickets, I remember us even promoting it the night we won the Cure Bowl of like, hey, be on the lookout
Right.
for season tickets coming up. What have been those conversations like the last week or so with regards to season tickets? Obviously, they're still on sale, so people can get them. But what have been those conversations with the fans of, okay, I know I'm not in Lynchburg, but I'm in Colorado, for example. How have things changed from the operation promoting tickets, and what have those conversations been like for fans?
Yeah, we haven't had a real hard push outbound to call people. Again, just being respectful of their priorities right now. And we've been very surprised. We're still getting a lot of inbound calls. A lot of people are anxious and ready. We have some exciting new things going on in Williams Stadium this year, but in general, it's been a very supportive response. Yeah. And season tickets are available. We did make a couple adjustments to deadlines. So originally April 24th was a priority season ticket deadline. We've pushed it back to June 1st. We talked through a couple people who had already purchased season tickets and asked to be a little bit more flexible with their payment plan. And for sure, we've done so. One of the things we've talked with people about is specific to season tickets, the earlier you purchase, the longer you can stretch out your payment plan. So we've had people that actually said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and purchase now to make sure I can stretch out my payments. And the other thing is with General Flames Club membership, you can pledge at any time and pay all the way through December 31st. And so I think some people are just being a little bit more responsive and taking a little bit longer time to pay off some of those things.
When you talk about the priority deadline, for those Flames Club members that may not be Flames Club members that are interested in what that means and the benefits of becoming a Flames Club member. The priority deadline, break that down for fans that may not understand what that means.
Sure. So June 1 is our priority deadline this year. And on that day, we take a snapshot of everybody who has purchased their season tickets and is a Flames Club member, whether they're new or a renewed member. And it's all by level. So we take everybody, and if they've been a member for multiple years and they're at a higher level, then they have priority to pick their seats over other members and so forth. So everyone has a rank and a priority point system. The more they've given and donated, the more priority they have. It's not an equal process, but it's equitable, and I think that's our emphasis is we treat every fan as fairly as we can. And at that point, we start with our highest level donor, and they're able to pick their seat, and then we go to the next highest donor, and they pick their seat, and so forth all the way down. So June 1 is for sure a great starting point that if you're a new member or you're going to renew, you want to try to get in there because that gives you the best chance to have the best seat options available and for parking as well. And then after that, we go back to everybody who purchases and they have kind of the pick of whatever's remaining. So again, June 1 is the best chance to have the best seat and best parking spot available.
I can imagine, Mike, again, you were a student athlete at Liberty. You've seen a lot of changes on this campus. Is there a better time to be a Liberty fan than right now with the success? You look at what Scott Jackson's doing with baseball, and I'm not, singling out any one coach, but Coach McKay for men's basketball, Kerry Green is a legend on this campus. I can't imagine, again, we're all in the selling business. I don't care what it is every single day, but the opportunity to talk about what we have to offer. I don't want to say it's an easy sell, but it's one a lot of people want to talk about.
Yeah, the year of the Flames, right? I mean, we couldn't have asked for more success in the last year. And then to cap off the calendar year with our first trip to a bowl. And for those who made it to Harry Buffalo, which was a restaurant we had a fan event at, a couple blocks away from the Cure Bowl. I think that was a culmination of not just the last couple of years, but that's decades, right? If you ever wore a Liberty football or basketball or softball or field hockey uniform, or you ever purchased a season ticket or just supported our teams, like that was the culmination of decades of support to come out there and win that bowl game. And now, yeah, we're on fire. Sure, ignore the pun, but I really feel like that's how we are. And we've been so blessed with the facilities and the support of our fans that our trajectory is just doing phenomenal. And it is so exciting to have the conversations of what we have next at Williams Stadium, the new Liberty Arena, like world's most exciting university. There you go. That's it.
No doubt about it. Training champions for Christ. Light them up, as we say on the radio for football. Speaking of football, you mentioned the renovations of the Carter Tower, those Flames Club members that are in that room, and not just that, but there's also some other cosmetic things going on with different phases of the expansion of the stadium. What can you share with the fans? And I know there's a press release last week that was released about it, but speaking from your chair, some of those amenities that the fans might be excited about as well.
Yeah, I think starting in our suites on the fourth floor Carter Tower, those will be glassed in, so they'll be kind of all-weather usage, still windows that can be open so you get that good game atmosphere. In the club pavilion on the third floor, we are renovating and we're going to add some new food and seating options, make it a little bit more hospitable. We're also adding luxury indoor club seats, so we'll have 44 club seats that have kind of a desk space right at the glass, and you'll have a TV that you can control, just a very premier experience. On the second floor of Carter Tower, in the area that's the training table where a lot of our student athletes eat, we are calling that our Ledge pregame hospitality. And so maybe you are not in the club, but you still want a premium experience. Probably those who have our premium chair back, the blue seats, can buy a season pass to a meal in there. And then also in FanFest, we're doing a lot of new things this year. We actually, just tomorrow, we have a call with our caterer to set some things up for the fall. But we're talking about live music and a lot of enhancements to FanFest as well. And also in regards to parking, a lot of people care about parking. We are going to add the pink lot this year, which will be in front of the LaHaye Ice Center. So more parking around Williams Stadium to meet the needs of our fans.
How many conversations, Mike, are you getting? You mentioned earlier about the new basketball, volleyball arena. How many conversations have you had about that, and what are fans looking forward to coming up this winter?
Yeah, I think that'll be a huge push and excitement for all of our fans. Having seen the renderings, I can't wait myself to get in there. The Vine Center, we've been blessed with, and it's been good for us and a good home. But the intensity, the loudness, and I think for our fans, the hospitality. So we will have, for our courtside folks, we'll have a courtside club, an area that they can go to pregame and during halftime to get a snack. For our Flames Club members at any level, but it will be based on priority. Again, with that membership level, we'll have a club very similar to the football club. And so we'll have a premium area with some upscale and upgraded concessions that they can access, and a place that they can go out and kind of hang out and socialize before and during the game. And then we're also adding 16 loges. So a loge is kind of a set of 4 seats. You have your kind of own private hospitality space overlooking the club area and the court. And it's just things that, as great as the Vine Center was, there wasn't a lot of social atmosphere and gathering and the things that you want to have before the game. You know, if you're on the concourse, we had some long lines. We're going to have better concessions. We're going to have better sight lines. It's just going to be a whole new day for Liberty men's and women's basketball and volleyball.
As we wrap things up here, Mike, what are the next couple of weeks, month looking like for you as we navigate through the world we're in now? And any other parting thoughts to the fans that might stumble across this, that are interested in getting more information about what you guys are doing at the Flames Club and with tickets?
Sure. I mean, the easiest thing, if you want to check us out, it's libertyflamesclub.org. I think for the next couple weeks, we are going to have a strong push and focus on football season tickets. As you mentioned, I think we see even today kind of a turning of the page of issues with coronavirus, and we're getting a lot of good news and a lot of uplifting things that we are consistently pushing forward. I mean, I think I've had 4 meetings today about the upcoming football season. I have 3 more tomorrow that we're building up and getting ready for our fans and for a full Williams Stadium and just the excitement for the fall.
Good stuff, Mike. Appreciate the time. Happy for you in the new role you have, and ushering in development, and just having a finger on the pulse of a lot of stuff what's going around campus. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Alan. Go Flames.